Like I'm back live again.
Yeah, because the Stream IO turned off, right?
No. You mean it fell off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, and that's why you're really confusing. I was like, so the Stream IO turned off, and no. So I'm like, huh. So Stream IO turned off, and then everything turned off. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything from YouTube.
Well, you would know because you'd have to restart the stream on Stream IO,
Right.
right? Like when you did it, like the Stream IO was off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says I'm connected.
Because last time when YouTube turned off, Stream IO was still going. You didn't have to restart it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Because it was still broadcasting to X and whatever else. Like, because Stream IO, like if YouTube turns it off, we still keep streaming. But if Stream IO gets, interrupted, then everything turns off and you have to restart stream in general. That's how you can tell. Oh yeah, and I'm on YouTube, but on this one I would have seen something pop up, Like I'm watching YouTube on this phone, like I would have seen like the stream like say something like last time. But it should only really do that if you're watching something copyrighted. That's crazy.
Right.
Like if you only have a Fox News running brand new and you're not commentating or doing anything, maybe. But I see Geyer like just playing AP for hours and nothing happens. So. Can you bring up multiple windows now? Have you tried that? Like, bringing up, like watching two different streams at the same time. Does that work? Yeah, like if you bring that up in one
opinion,
thing.
even if I don't have backing or evidence against my decision or my policy, I'm still not going to talk to you guys. I don't want to be proven wrong.
Kids aren't getting puberty blocked. What is not happening that
I'm not putting myself on this platform. You guys are idiot losers. Goodbye.
You just put yourself on.
You're the one inserting yourself into
the platform. You guys are idiot losers. Goodbye.
Is that the best argument you can marshal?
Redneck losers.
What's going on, everyone? James Klug here. Today we are at University of Oregon and we are going to be attempting to talk to students about how children cannot consent to puberty blockers. Now I'm joined here by the amazing Billboard Chris and Peter Boghossian. Gentlemen, are you guys ready to go talk to some people?
I'm ready to rock it. Let's do it.
Never been more ready.
Let's go talk to some people. Huge shout out to our friends over at Tiege Hanley for sponsoring this video. Is this that controversial of a thing to say? I mean, that children, 10-year-olds cannot,
It's that basic.
I just don't necessarily agree with that.
Nah, I don't even know what that means.
You don't even know what that means.
You can think what you think, they can think of it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Incredibly reasonable position to have when it comes to people having different opinions. Okay.
I agree with that.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
That we shouldn't do that to kids, or we should?
Yeah, I think that you shouldn't be with your body like that until you're an adult.
Yeah. That seems like a pretty fair stance.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
I mean, I feel like denying trans people life-saving care is a kind of rude
Denying
thing to do.
trans
Life-saving care?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so denying trans people their life-saving care is a rude thing to do.
Do you think it saves kids' lives to stop their bodies from going?
I think it does.
How come?
Because there's studies showing that, like, people who transition, who are pre-transitioning, how do I explain this?
It's okay, take your time.
They don't understand it. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it fully.
Hey, what's up?
Children cannot consent to puberty blockers. Well, why do you think?
Well, because they still believe in Santa Claus and Easter being the tooth fairy. And we're giving them an experimental drug which has never been approved for this purpose. It's actually a cancer drug that was approved for prostate cancer, for endometriosis in women. Same drug has been given to pedophiles to chemically castrate them because it takes their testosterone to zero. They give them a drug. It's normally a drug called Lupron, and it stops their bodies from going into puberty. So girls' breasts won't grow, their hips don't get wider, boys' penises don't grow. It affects their bone density, it affects all sorts of things. But we're stopping the physical development of children based on what? Based on a belief that because they don't conform to society's standards of how they should stereotypically be according to their sex, that this therefore means they are born in the wrong body. What does that even mean?
Well, it just has to do with your identity and who you are. You know, isn't like the.
So what does that mean, though?
What do you mean? Like the whole point of being who you are isn't like part of what our country stands for.
Do you think there's a right or a wrong answer to that question?
I don't think so. I think that sometimes it all depends on your stance. It depends on how your life is going, I guess. Like we're all living our own separate life.
There's a conversation.
How your life is going at like 10 years old?
I don't know. It's such. Everything is kind of controversial nowadays, so it's hard to talk about things.
What does it mean, be who you are?
You be what you want to be. Be what your identity tells you to do. Be what your mind wants to be.
You know, and I think a lot of people would understand that if you were talking about adults. You are talking about children here. Children can't just go out and get tattoos. They can't go drink. They can't go, hook up with an older adult. They can't even go see rated R movies, but we're talking about irreversible procedures that they can do.
They're sterilizing kids.
Aren't there rules for children?
Yeah, I would say that. There are definitely rules that protect them.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, so we got that going.
Yeah.
Like these kids, for the boys in particular, the president of the World Professional Association for Transgender Health, these are the people who write the standards of care for the gender clinics.
Yeah.
He admits in a video, his name's Marcy Bowers, that literally 0 of these boys as adults have been able to have an orgasm. We're turning these kids into anorgasmic, lifelong medical patients, sterilized, and calling them love and inclusion, when we know historically from all the academic studies that have ever been done into this condition called gender dysphoria. That's what this is called, when these kids feel a mismatch between their sex and their inner gender identity. It's called gender dysphoria. We know historically that if you just let kids go through puberty, more than 80% of the time, they just grow out of it. They don't even know what sex is. How can they possibly consent to throwing away adult sexual function, to sterilizing themselves, to not having a family? They're 10, 11, 12.
Well, yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about what he's saying?
Excuse my language, but I actually think it's crazy. I didn't know any about this. I didn't know anything about it. It just came out the way right now, the way everything is happening. I just think it's kind of crazy because a lot of things happen in this world that just don't make sense. But I've never heard too much about this until right now.
I was reading
All right,
that.
everyone, let's
and
take a
just
few
didn't
moments to talk
understand
about
it.
today's sponsor.
Yeah, it's hard to play 2 videos.
So I'm talking about
It's
the
hard to
people that
keep
made
up.
this video possible. Tiege Hanley. They help men start and maintain a skincare routine by simplifying the entire process. Like I mentioned before, I knew nothing about skincare before I did it before this. Tiege really does make it easy. I recommend you start with their level 1 system. This is the system that I'm using, and it comes with all of the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin, an exfoliating scrub that gets rid of dead skin cells that you can use twice a week, and an AM moisturizer with 20 SPF and a PM moisturizer to help keep your skin hydrated all day long. Every box from Tiege Hanley comes with an instruction card that tells you when and how to use it. You guys, they make it incredibly easy. Their products will make your skin look and feel better than ever, and you guys can take my word for it because I'm on the internet. But if you don't want to, they have over 7,000 5-star reviews from satisfied customers on the website from all around the world. Also, members of Tiege Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because they're sponsoring today's video, they're giving all my viewers an awesome deal. Just hit the link down in the description below and you'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. Definitely do not miss out on this amazing deal. I'm already a customer. Join me by hitting that link down in the description below and get started today. let's jump back into the video. What's going on? Would you like to participate?
Not necessarily. Are you having a conversation with them disagreeing?
No, he agrees, of course, because he's a sane human being.
Okay. Just to give you a heads up.
So she's come here to tell you that you shouldn't talk to me because what's going on in America today is illiberal people like this woman here think that you shouldn't be allowed to have a conversation about child harm. So she's come here to tell you to make sure that you're feeling safe. She doesn't even believe that you can possibly agree that we shouldn't be mutilating children because she thinks it's totally fine to mutilate and sterilize children. And she's come here to tell you that you shouldn't be talking to me because I'm spreading.
Oh, are you actually trying to shut down the conversation?
I was just wanting to say that oftentimes when organizations have cameras, they usually edit videos in a way that it may not be favorable to you.
So it is true.
So it is true. You're coming over here to shut down conversation.
Yeah, it is true. So why don't you just be honest and say it's true?
Oh, I just don't want to contribute money to an organization that profits off of social media engagement.
Oh, I'm not an organization. I'm just a person having conversations.
I would argue what's happening here is much more important than being a more authoritarian stance of shutting down conversation on a place that actually open dialogue should be encouraged. So I would say what you're doing here is much worse than having a conversation in public. It's incredibly dishonest.
We don't want him to talk to people.
Yeah. If you disagree with this, you can let us know,
have a conversation
and you can join the conversation, or you can let somebody else actually exercise their freedom of speech.
How would you define open dialogue?
Open dialogue is allowing you to speak your mind. If you want to give us your opinion on this and have a conversation with us, that's excellent. And we're going to have a respectful conversation, no personal attacks, and definitely no shutting down of somebody else's voice, and especially interrupting him to shut down the conversation.
Do you think we should be sterilizing kids, though? What about kids with autism? Because half these kids have autism who don't.
I don't know. It's hard because.
Well, what is hard about that question?
What's hard about it?
Yeah. If you know, and there's no tricks here. Like, what is hard about what he's saying there?
What do you consider a kid?
Emphasis
Just someone
on the
under
first
18?
word.
Yeah.
Under 18?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like a 12. Let's say a 12-year-old.
12. I mean, they're children, so I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to put a number on what you could do, you know?
Okay.
Because 18, you're an adult, and you can
But
do
that's
whatever
not
you
what
want.
he's saying.
Right.
Yeah, 18, you're an adult.
Yeah, they start kids on puberty blockers at 10, 11, 12.
There are studies showing that children who are unable to transition, and keep in mind, most of the time they're not being given hormones at 13. They're given puberty blockers to stop them from going through what they feel is the wrong puberty.
Okay.
And they're experiencing. I don't want to have this conversation.
No. You're on to something. You want him to take it, or?
I mean, I'm going to be late to class.
Right,
you
did
can
great.
come here and tell people not to talk. You don't find that to be a problem.
Did I say you couldn't talk?
No, but think about what you said and how dishonest it was.
I didn't say that exact thing. I was just trying to shut down the conversation.
I feel like I asked a question.
It was disingenuous. And
Yeah, it was
looking
just
to shut down
you
conversation and
went
get him
over to
away
him.
from
Now,
having a
but if you
conversation.
want to talk about that, we will
That's actually what
engage
you're
you
doing.
in good
I'm sorry
faith.
that you feel that way.
No,
It's
it's what
not
you're
about
doing.
anybody feeling it. That's what you're doing.
So I wanted to ask you,